Hey friends, welcome back to another video. We are so pumped to be standing here because we're not on the couch or in our room right now.
We're finally standing in a video.
Yes, but we just got back from like one of the most impactful trips of our life. We've never been to Central America. That's where we were. Yes. We were in El Salvador. Yep. And we went with World Vision to meet our sponsored child. First and foremost, like if you have never sponsored a child with World Vision, they have an incredible chosen program where Marielle actually chose us. We shared about it on our Instagram as well if you haven't seen that journey, but we got to meet her and her mom, and it was so life-changing. But before we share about that, let's just do a quick little recap of our trip.
I'm really blown away by the lengths that World Vision goes to see water and sanitation and hygiene. Such a big factor here in San Miguel, El Salvador, where we are this week. We just heard an amazing story a few moments ago about a man who donated this piece of land that we're standing on right now so that there could be a well, so that there could be a latrine, as you see behind us, for future generations to benefit from going forward in the future. Such a moving story. You got to pray after.
Yeah, and I think the community aspect is really essential here that I've noticed, like kind of a thread throughout of how everybody rallies around one another and kind of takes hold of their own people, like really just champions one another. And their whole goal is, I want the next generation to have a better life than we did. And they had to walk a lot and heat and just harsh conditions to even just bring a little bit of water to where they lived. And now they have a whole pump filtration system. And I think that you can just tell that they're so full of gratitude for what World Vision has done, but also what their community really has done here. Because World Vision, I think, just empowers the community to take hold of what they're doing here and really just bolster something that they already have hearts for. So it's really, really encouraging.
Yeah. I love how World Vision has linked arms with the community, not trying to do everything for them, but linking arms with them truly in a partnership with one another to help them move faster than they otherwise could have. So just an amazing day. I'll never forget today, and I'll never forget that conversation and prayer that we just had a few minutes ago. And I'm just so encouraged again by all that's happening here in the country of El Salvador, how God's moving, how World Vision is coming alongside of that and partnering with it, and how we're just seeing so much fruit as a result of this come to pass. Probably my favorite part, I think probably yours too, was actually meeting our sponsor child, Mariella. We got to sit with her and her mom. We got to sit around and have conversation through a translator, of course, but we still just felt like family. And we got to connect on so many things and on so many levels where there was just so much relatability. It felt so natural.
Hay de leche y hay de frijoles. Licuados y colados.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're gonna try it.
Good. Holy moly.
Having a whole experience right now.
Es una completa experiencia para ellos.
Oh wow, they're still hot.
Que siguen calientes.
Sí, sí. No es mucho.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she prepared them very, very recently.
It was so good. So when we saw Mariella face to face, I actually kind of saw her walking in before any cameras were rolling or anything was like really set up yet. And we both waved at each other, and I could tell just wanted to like run over to each other right away. And when we finally got to sit down with her, she was just super warm and welcoming, and she immediately gave us empanadas that her and her mom made together. And her mom works on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays making these really, really yummy empanadas. Like we ate most of them in the car on the way back. They were great, and just being able to immediately have that instant connection, it just shows that God's hand is already in this entire process.
Places in her life and in ours, and it felt so natural. Things like entrepreneurship, we're both business owners in different capacities, of course. This family, they are strong believers in Jesus, as are we, very unapologetically. And then also just their deep care about their family. I mean, we were showing pictures back and forth of their family and our family. So it'll be a day that I'll personally never forget. There was just so much overlap, and it felt so natural, and it just really fires me up that we get to have so much life change and actually see it.
Yeah, and one thing that we noticed that was such a common thread throughout our entire trip was that the systems and processes that are implemented while you give your sponsorship money and you create a relationship with these children is it's not just impacting that child's life, it's impacting their family and beyond that, their community.
They're learning new things and then they're passing it to the next generation.
Yeah.
And then it's the next generation's job to learn and then to adapt and grow and make it better.
Right.
And I just thought that was amazing.
Yeah, and there was a huge push. I don't even think that this was like forceful, it just naturally happened. A lot of men are out, you know, working in the field, working to provide for their families, and there was a lot of women who were leading in their community, taking charge of the children and of the families. And so all in all, y'all, you have to choose to be chosen. Like seriously, it is such an incredible opportunity. So we'll leave a link down in the description where you can be chosen. Send a picture of you and your pet or you and your family, whoever you want to be chosen with. And then start that process, and we can't wait to see it. You can send us a DM, let us know that you have been chosen as well.
Yeah, I think I would end on this verse from scripture. Here's what it says: to whom much is given, much will be required. And it's really easy to believe, maybe for some of you, that you know you don't have much, or we don't have much, or whatever that might be. And while that may be true culturally in our context here in the West, it is absolutely not true for your context versus the rest of the world.
Yeah, it really was such a blessing to go in person, and that's why we wanted to create a whole video around this, because it really matters so much to us. I mean, we've been working with World Vision for years, but to actually go on a trip with them was like a once in a lifetime sort of experience. So that's why we've been talking about it so much on our channel. So we'll leave a link in the description, and we just really appreciate you guys, and we will see you in the next video.
Yep, see you soon.